Hello and welcome to the TikTok Homeschool Conference 2025 and to my workshop series on free and low cost, secular and inclusive homeschool resource. I'm Beth Griffin, and this workshop series is going to be broken up into several videos. I'm going to create a playlist here on my TikTok profile so that way you can come back to it anytime and take it in however you like. I'm going to kick this off with just a little introduction to who I am. What is secular and inclusive homeschool? And I want to give you a freebie right away. So I want you guys, anybody watching this, to have access to a guide that I actually created a couple of years ago, but I just redid it, refurbished it. It is freshly edited for 2025, and it's basically a getting started guide. So if you are thinking about homeschooling, or if you are new to homeschooling, it's just a guide called Getting Started, a guide to secular homeschooling. So anyone who comes to these fabulous workshops let's hope it's fabulous. Who knows how this is going to go. Anyone who comes to this, if you're here, I want you to have access to this guide for free. So here is all the info. Go get it. I am the daughter of a public school teacher. My mom taught public school for 30 years before retiring last year in 2024. My sister is still currently a public school teacher. I attend my local school board meetings, even as a homeschool teacher, homeschool parent educator, to stand with public school teachers. I support public schools. I go to those meetings to help the public school teachers as a voice against book banning and ridiculous things like our government trying to force religion into public schools. Our oldest daughter, obvious ADHD. I was always in the gifted classes, took AP classes all through high school, only to completely burn out at age 20 and not finish my degree. So I knew from a young age that I wanted to do something different for my kids. It had always been my vision to do something outside the confines of the traditional school system when I became a parent, and for the past nearly 10 years, that's what we've done here. And I am really excited to share my insight and experience with you during these workshops for this 2025 TikTok Homeschool Conference. All right, so we are secular, inclusive, eclectic homeschoolers, which at its most whittled down means that we homeschool without religion. Secular basically means having no religious or spiritual basis. Non-secular means the opposite. And I'm petty, so I remember that as non-secular is nonsense when it comes to curriculum in this house. It's also really important that we have a wide range of voices and perspectives and experiences in our homeschool learning situation. So to say, and when I say we're inclusive homeschoolers, there are certain curriculums, like for instance, I'm going to use examples as I go through this. There's a curriculum called Build Your Library that is very much secular. It qualifies as secular. However, it includes Harry Potter books, so not doing it. We also don't use anything that is like an all-in-one curriculum here. Oak Meadow, for example, is a secular all-in-one curriculum. If you have managed to stick with me through all of this blabbing so far, you're aware of the ADHD and you're seeing how my brain works. So an all-in-one curriculum is just not something that would be cohesive for me or for my kids or for our learning experience. So we piece things together, pull them from all kinds of places, and that's kind of how I got to the place where I realized I knew a lot about secular and inclusive, low cost and free resources. All of this to say, homeschooling is an extremely personal and individual experience, and no two families will do it the same. As you experience these workshops, take what works for you and leave what does not. Thank you so much for being here for this 2025 TikTok Homeschool Conference. I hope to see you throughout the week in the comment section on other videos. And if you have any questions or leave comments, I will do my best to get back to you in a timely fashion. Either I will be making videos to respond to you, or I will be typing and responding as efficiently as I possibly can. And tomorrow for my next installment, where I'm going to break down in a little bit more detail how to tell the difference between truly secular and non-secular resources, as well as some tips on finding more inclusive and progressive resources and curriculum offerings. And then in part three, we're going to get into the nitty gritty of really finding those free and low cost resources so that you can make the most out of your homeschool dollars. I'll see you soon.